Feltworks is a really fun line to work with, and it comes in open stock. This is called Wool Roving, and you have little foundations. This is a little clutch that we can use. You can put any decoration that you want on the front. There's a little kit that has everything that you need in it. So let me scoot these to the side, and we're going to start off with this kit. In this kit, you're going to find a felt base that has a printed design on it for you. You're going to find some instructions. You're going to get your needles. These are your your felting needles. They are very sharp, and we'll talk about those in a minute, so be careful as you're unpacking this. You have some extra wool roving, and this is your block to work on. So this is important. It is not trash, and it's not the packaging in the container. You want to keep that because you're going to work on that as your surface. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how to do some needle felting. The first thing we're going to do is start with these needles right here, and they come in the Ziploc baggie. You want to be careful with these needles because they are like a barbed wire. They have little burrs that go out, and so they're sharp going down and they're sharp coming back out. Keep that, just like a fishing hook. Keep that in mind as you're working with this because you don't want it to go into your body parts because it will be just as painful going in and coming out. It comes with a little sleeve on the outside, so you want to grab the bottom of that and give it a pull, and that will expose the needle. Then we're going to put the piece of felt, and you can do this with something that has a pattern, or you can do this as a plain piece. In the circumstance of this clutch, if I wanted to work on the clutch, I would simply open it up and put my block on the inside, and then I could start doing a needle felt design on that piece. So, but we're going to start with this pattern, and this is the easiest one to show you on. With the wool roving that comes with it, you want to start. Wool roving comes from the sheep, and it really is, it's hair that hasn't been spun into anything. So if you just cut it, it'll look like you gave it a haircut. You want to just take the wool roving and pull it apart carefully. I'm going to show you with some black because I think it'll show up a little bit better. A little goes a long way. You don't need a whole lot of it. You'll want to kind of get your piece there, set it on top of your design, and you can kind of build it up a little bit. And you can see that I took a pretty good sized clump, but I don't need that much. And I'm going to start with a petal and just use my needle to go up and down right over that wool block. The idea is that I am simply pushing the fibers that are on the top layer right down through the bottom. So that barbed wire is important because I'm actually pulling fiber through one side and then bringing it up through the other, which is what's creating the felting effect. So you don't have to work in any particular order. You can work from the outside in or from the inside out. It really just kind of depends on what you like to do. You can follow in these lines and get your project started, or you could make up your own design. I do find it's easier to kind of go around the outside of whatever my shape is and then felt the inside pieces. I'm just going to add a little bit more in here, and that's what you do. You just keep adding until you've got your whole design completed. Now, the amount, there's no right or wrong in how much you should felt. It's completely up to you. You don't have to have a particular amount of it. I like it kind of more dense personally. It's a personal thing. You just kind of have to start playing with it. The more you felt, the more it kind of incorporates into the bottom piece. So all of these little hairs, I would want to take the time to get all of them into their appropriate place. So this is how you would follow along with the pattern, and you can see how this would fill in and become part of that piece. Now I want to flip that over and show you the other side, and you can see how that comes together. So the pattern for this is right here on the outside of the packaging. You can see the whole pattern, and that's how you would complete that part. Now, if you wanted to do something just on the purse itself, I'm going to slide my felt block in there. Again, you want to have that piece there. If I wanted to take just a piece of felt, I'm going to choose red. and I wanted to make, let's say I wanted to make a heart. I might want to make, I'll make one side and then I'll make the other side. So I just kind of want to get my roving into the shape that I want, and I'm just going to kind of pull it into a little piece there. And I would take this and settle it onto my foundation, and then just kind of go around the outside and get it into place. Now you do want to be careful of your fingers, so pay attention as you're going. It isn't the time to look up and answer a question from somebody if you are creating this. So I'm going to come right around and kind of tack that little piece in place. And if I want something to kind of come up a little bit more, I can just take the needle, pull that up, and just push it right into place. Then I would grab another piece and do exactly the same thing. And take a little bit less than that. And now I can shape into a heart. And I get something really cute there. And it's just a matter of pulling out whatever you see and making that little design. So you can see how easy needle felting is. It's really very simple, and showing people how to do it is also easy. So I hope you enjoy needle felting.